Locals in Milton Keynes are outraged at the BBC's portrayal of their city as a dilapidated slum in EastEnders, particularly since the scenes were filmed 50 miles away in North London. Residents criticize the inaccurate depiction and demand an apology, emphasizing the city's vibrant and positive aspects. Conservative MP Ben Everett plans to invite the show's producers to experience Milton Keynes firsthand and showcase its true colors. Despite the soap's negative portrayal, residents highlight the city's amenities and green spaces. BBC is irresponsible. Milton Keynes has beautiful areas. Fuming locals hit back at EastEnders' grim portrayal of area as grotty slum where children eat from bins, in scenes filmed 50 miles away in North London. The episode showed a child in the city who was described as playing truant. Ben Everett called on BBC to apologize after soap portrayed city as dilapidated. Milton Keynes locals have slammed the BBC's portrayal of their area as a grotty slum in EastEnders, and described living in the city as fantastic. Monday's episode of the soap showed a child living in the city who was described as playing truant while roaming the estate, carting drugs around and eating out of bins. But locals were left fuming at the way their neighborhood was depicted, especially as the episode was filmed some 50 miles away from Milton Keynes in Barnet, North London. A Conservative MP called on the BBC to apologise to residents, as the characterisation is completely out of order. The long-running soap this week saw the return of Bianca Jackson, played by Patsy Palmer. The episode saw Whitney Dean, played by Shona McGarty, and her partner Zach Hudson, played by James Farrar, visit Bianca, who has not been seen on the program since 2019 and now lives in Milton Keynes. Councillor Emily Darlington, the Milton Keynes cabinet member for Housing and Healthy Communities, told Mail Online, "I am pretty tired of MK being misrepresented in the media. Living here is fantastic. We have robots that deliver our groceries, nature woven through our estates, and embrace our diverse communities as a strength. It is the only city where everyone has chosen to live here to build a better life. That doesn't mean we don't have the same problems as other cities, but the MK way is to work together to solve them and support people. Wouldn't it be great to have that represented for once?" Forklife truck driver Derek Stack, 54, said, "It didn't paint Milton Keynes in a good light. It is better than the way they showed it on the telly. It has got some beautiful areas like Milton Keynes Village and Willen Lake." Emma Wright, 51, said, "I have lived here for 45 years, since it was all built. Every city has got its dodgy side. You can go to Manchester, Birmingham or London and there will be estates that don't look great. We know Bianca's storyline and that she is not wealthy and is going to live on a council estate, but none of the estates in Milton Keynes look anywhere as bad as the one she was supposed to be in. It's not even filmed in Milton Keynes. It wasn't filmed around here and a lot of people would have been thinking, let's see if we can spot where it is filmed, and wouldn't have been able to see anywhere. Milton Keynes has lots of parks and greenery. A lot of the original estates are lovely because they have open green spaces." One woman, who did not want to be named, said, "It is irresponsible to show Milton Keynes like this. It has more green spaces than any other city in England. You just have to look at a map. I can't believe they would portray the city in this way." The Conservative MP for Milton Keynes North Ben Everett said he will be contacting the show's producers to invite them to see the real city. He said, "Like every city we have parts that aren't as good as others, but the characterization is completely out of order." Speaking on Wednesday, Mr. Everett said he would be contacting the soap's producers and added, "I am quite positive about Milton Keynes and I want them to show the good side as well." He went on to stress that it was important for his city to be represented accurately, adding, "It's fiction, it's a soap opera, it's just the telly. I'm just not happy it's Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is a beautiful, vibrant city that is going places, to everyone except, perhaps, the producers of last night's EastEnders." Speaking to the Milton Keynes Citizen, Mr. Everett continued, "All jokes aside, it's a gritty show, depicting real, gritty lives, and while it is fiction it often aims to address powerful topics in almost real-life storylines. This version of MK is far from that, and producers owe an apology to the people of MK for this negative portrayal. I would be happy to host them if they should take the time to get out of London and come and see the best of MK. They owe it to the people of Milton Keynes to show our city in its true colors." Mr. Everett, who has represented Milton Keynes North since 2019, said he would invite producers on a tour of the city to highlight its brilliant parts. Local Sally Cherry, 78, said, "It is like that everywhere. There are always pockets with drugs and homeless people." Daisy Comer, 72, said, "I think it is all right. There the theater and Campbell Park is very good in the summer, there are lots of shows and fiestas." Teacher Denise Pye, 47, said, "I come from the United States and Milton Keynes is a modern city. It reminds of home. I find it comforting." Jacob Beasley, 24, a carpenter, said, "There are lots of things to do here, which is nice. There is lots of shopping and activities." Elisa Day, 64, who lives in a housing association property in the city, said, "I don't think it is as bad as portrayed, but there is some truth to it. There is a terrible problem with rats and the council is doing nothing about it and there is a lot of rubbish about. I love coming to Campbell Park though, it is lovely. They do keep it nice and in the summer there are lots of lovely events. We can walk to Willen Lake, that is lovely too." Destination Milton Keynes, the city's official tourism service, said, "We'll leave it up to a fictional soap opera to choose how they want to depict Milton Keynes. But we know it to be a thriving, multicultural community with more than 6,000 acres of free green spaces for residents and visitors to enjoy and with a booming visitor economy worth over £230 million a year. The city regularly features as one of the fastest-growing and most prosperous cities in the UK. During the episode in the city, Bianca caused havoc by throwing a brick through a window as she returned to EastEnders following a 4-year absence. After spending some time with her stepdaughter, Bianca is delighted to learn of Whitney's pregnancy and comforts her as they both reflect on the babies they have lost. Bianca aborted her daughter Natasha in the late 1990s when she learned she had spina bifida, which is when a baby's spine and spinal cord does not develop properly. Whitney terminated a pregnancy in 2023 after her unborn daughter Peach was diagnosed with Edwards syndrome, a rare but serious condition which most babies die from before or shortly after being born, according to the NHS website. Also in the episode, Whitney learns Bianca is helping to feed a young girl called Brittany who is being neglected by her drug-addicted mother. As she finds her house to confront the mother, she is followed by Bianca, who throws a brick through a window after she is taunted by Brittany's mother, who tells her that the smartest thing Bianca's ex Terry, ever did was leaving you. Bianca responds by saying, "You're looking for a smack," before she gets restrained by Zach whilst trying to start a physical altercation. The following scenes get increasingly dramatic as Whitney follows Brittany, who flees the scene. The episode ends as Brittany is about to be run over by a car before Whitney pushes her out the way and is hit herself. Filming of the episode was understood to have taken place in Barnet, London. Bianca was last seen in Walford in September 2019 when she attended the ill-fated wedding of stepdaughter Whitney to Callum Highway, Tony Clay, amid the latter's relationship with Ben Mitchell, Max Bowden. She arrived in Albert Square in 1993 as the daughter of Carol Jackson, Lindsay Coulson, and is best known for her tumultuous romantic relationship with Ricky Butcher, Sid Owen, who she yelled "Rick away hat." Her storylines also involved finding out that David Wicks, Michael French, was her father and discovering the abuse of Whitney at the hands of her partner Tony King. Palmer, 51, has been DJing since 2012 and competed in BBC One's Strictly Come Dancing in 2005 with professional dancer Anton Du Beek, and last year featured on ITV1's Dancing on Ice where she was partnered with skater Matt Evers. Please subscribe our channel.